My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. Hit subscribe right now. You definitely want to get the take of somebody who used to be the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post. The Washington Post called me the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters. Who is now a Trump supporter. A peace between North and South Korea is a breakthrough achievement in world history. Bringing home Americans, close to 10,000 from two places Democrats want to keep them is another great achievement. Those two achievements alone should have Bernie voters voting for Trump. But anyway, I can go on forever about that. Of course, hit subscribe right now. We're almost at 131,000. Definitely check out HA's Second Amendment. I'm going to the range today. I'm building up that channel. Check that channel out. It is below. CNN is doubling down. Could you imagine if they utilize the same flawed logic to try, to publicize the fact that William D. Campbell, an FBI informant, William D. Campbell, testified before Congress, 3 committees, stating that the Russians were bragging about their influence over the Clinton Foundation. Could you imagine if Buzzfeed or CNN or anyone, now they're saying, CNN saying, well, Giuliani said he spoke to Cohen. Yeah, but that's not what Buzzfeed claimed. Buzzfeed claimed that they made a specific allegation that was proved false. Buzzfeed claimed that Trump told Cohen to lie, to commit perjury. Less than 24 hours later, the Mueller's office said, no, that is inaccurate. That is inaccurate. So, Russian uranium informant says FBI said, okay, so, exclusive. FBI informant William D. Campbell. Then they were like, oh my God, he's an ex-lobbyist for a Russian lobbyist. So what? So how do you think he has access to Russian lobbyists? Who cares? Bethesda Group lobbied on behalf of Uranium One. But William D. Campbell, real quick, I got to do this. Russian uranium informant said FBI sought information from him. An undercover informant who helped the FBI prove Russia's uranium industry engaged in criminal activity says congressional Democrats' attacks on his credibility were insulting to his medical disability and ignored the fact that agents recently asked him for fresh testimony about former President Clinton and Hillary Clinton. This was in March of 2018. There have been ongoing investigations. Why am I bringing this up? Uranium One informant makes Clinton allegations to Congress. An informant connected to the Uranium One controversy told 3 congressional committees in a written statement that Moscow routed millions of dollars to America with the expectation it would be used to benefit Bill Clinton's charitable effort while Secretary of State Hillary Clinton quarterbacked a reset in U.S.-Russia relations. The informant, Douglas D. Campbell, said in a statement obtained by The Hill that he was told by Russian nuclear executives that Moscow had hired the American lobbying firm APCO Worldwide specifically because it was in a position to influence the Obama administration and more specifically Hillary Clinton. There's this. There is the money, $2 million, almost $2 million, I think over 2, well over $1 million that flowed during the uranium sale. Not to mention the money that flowed before and after from Uranium One. Uranium One officials gave money into the Clinton Foundation. Hillary Clinton, in a bizarre move, opposed the Magnitsky Act. We have no idea why. Hillary Clinton also didn't say anything, even though she was on the Committee on Foreign Investment. Yellow cake uranium was shipped out of the country. Why am I bringing up the uranium deal? Whataboutism! It's whataboutism! No, it's called hypocrisy. If you care about the country and working with a foreign power to influence U.S. politics, then maybe you should look into the fact that 20% of U.S. uranium capacity at that point was sold to Vladimir Putin under President Obama's administration. Now they're doubling down. Giuliani says Trump might have talked to Cohen about testimony. Who cares? Big deal. That does not prove. Here, this is to CNN, all the Buzzfeed journalists. Here's basic logic. First of all, I already obliterated the whole Trump-Russia nonsense. Just William D. Campbell is an informant that the FBI utilized. He has data and information, or at least his testimony, I should say, where he witnessed Russian officials bragging about their influence over Obama and Clinton. This is an FBI informant, not an opposition research person. Christopher Steele was an opposition research individual who was outsourced by the Democratic Party to just create and fabricate dirt that Peter Strzok utilized, and we know it was a complete setup because he said, we'll stop Trump. And how did they stop Trump? They utilized a document that wasn't even classified. They utilized a document obtained by a person hired to produce negative, fabricated gossip about Trump. And then there was a conversation that was used between Dumbo Downer and Papadopoulos. They started a massive investigation based on nonsense, hearsay, and gossip. Meanwhile, an FBI informant is not gossip and hearsay. William D. Campbell, different story. Victoria Tenzing, a brilliant woman who is married to Joe DeGeneva, was representing William D. Campbell. Forget about the fact that money flowed into the Clinton Foundation. What about Bill Clinton meeting with Vladimir Putin? So we have evidence. We can connect dots. Why doesn't Buzzfeed connect dots? Buzzfeed is an extension of the Democratic National Committee, and they keep on getting outed and exposed. They even had to sue the DNC. They have no concept. They can't be embarrassed, you understand, because they exist simply to further Democratic Party fabricated stories. Michael Cohen was not told by Trump to lie to Congress. How do we know? Because Mueller stated that story was inaccurate. Then they try to get Giuliani and all these gotcha questions. Oh my God, President Donald Trump's attorney, Rudy Giuliani, argued Sunday he did not know for sure if Trump spoke to Michael Cohen about his congressional testimony. Who cares if he did? The allegation is that Cohen was told to lie. If they spoke about the congressional testimony, that does not mean he was told to lie, which was deemed inaccurate by Mueller. Here's the logic, basic reason, logic, rational thought. BuzzFeed made a specific allegation. That specific allegation was refuted by the special counsel. Mueller refuted the specific allegation, which was that Trump told Cohen to lie. Now CNN is saying, well, Giuliani says Trump might have talked to Cohen. What does that have to do with anything? Who cares if they spoke? Of course they spoke. The Southern District didn't get Cohen on all his taxi empire crimes. His taxi medallions in New York are worth about the same amount as a discarded Cheeto wrapper. Or Doritos wrapper, whatever. Well, I think they went from like over $1 million to like 100,000 or 400,000 or 2 million to 400,000, something like that. Or less than 400,000. Anyway, he committed financial crimes. He was never in Prague, by the way, BuzzFeed. And nothing, absolutely none of the claims in the Steele dossier have been proven to be accurate. They're all nonsense. The Steele dossier has been completely debunked. Well, some of it has been proven true. No, none of it. Any article that says some of it, Russia meddled. No, we don't even know if the DNC was hacked. How do we know? We know from CrowdStrike looking at DNC servers. The indictments of intelligence officers are not based on intelligence derived from the United States Intelligence Services or the NSA or whatever. The United States government never touched, never laid a finger, never touched DNC servers. Not with one pinky, not with one hand. Those servers were looked at only by CrowdStrike, which was outsourced by Hillary Clinton and the Democrats. The Democratic Party outsourced CrowdStrike. Why doesn't Buzzfeed find out why they didn't ask Trump for a referral? Oh, conflict of interest? Great. Same conflict of interest with Democrats outsourcing CrowdStrike. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole investigation was purchased. The evidence, the quote-unquote evidence for the investigation was purchased by Hillary Clinton. It's the equivalent of having a person who robbed a bank have his defense attorney give all the evidence, fingerprints, whatever, to the DA. Oh, as you can see, Your Honor, to the judge, my client's innocent. How do I know? Because we looked at, we have all the fingerprints. Just look at the fingerprints we're going to give you. Not the district attorney or not the city or the state or whatever. No. The criminal defense lawyer is going to give you all the evidence. Or they'll pay for someone. So you know where I'm going. CrowdStrike is the only company to look at DNC servers. This is public knowledge. Gizmodo and Buzzfeed and the Daily Beast says, oh yeah, Trump is so stupid. It's just so wrong. Trump went ahead and said that the DNC hid their servers. They didn't hide their servers. CrowdStrike gave the United States government images and pictures. Why should we trust CrowdStrike's images and pictures? So the whole thing is, you have Hillary Clinton who transferred top secret and special access program intelligence. You have, they mailed a laptop in the mail using the postal service. What else? They did all these absurd things. They had somebody through Reddit ask for advice on how to delete and destroy emails that were subpoenaed. I mean, it's endless. And you don't have people, you know what, let's connect the dots here. Why don't we connect the dots here? Because you have only 99% of media vote for Hillary Clinton, and they hate Trump. These are not objective reporters. These are people who are essentially extensions of the Democratic National Committee. And guess who's also an extension? Bernie Sanders. He was cheated. And Jared Beck, Elizabeth Beck, and Nico House are heroes because they stood up against a machine that cheated millions of voters for $200 million. Bernie Sanders voters gave $200 million to the DNC. And wouldn't it be ironic if that money were used to purchase a Steele dossier and outsource CrowdStrike to further a myth that said that Bernie Sanders was cheated by, that Russia informed the country Bernie was cheated just to help Trump? Or, sorry, Bernie Sanders and Jill Stein were part of a Russian plot to hurt poor Hillary. So we can go on forever. Bernie Sanders literally backed and supported a myth that said he was part of a conspiracy. All the people who voted for Bernie Sanders and Jill Stein were part of a conspiracy to hurt Hillary Clinton. It is nonsensical and so absurd. But he pushed it. Now you have, I don't know if it happened or if it didn't happen. It may be attorney-client privilege if it happened, where I can't acknowledge it. But I have no knowledge that he spoke to him. But I'm telling you, I wasn't there. So what if he talked to him about it? Yeah, so what? And now, how does this help Buzzfeed in any way at all? The Buzzfeed categorically can tell you, his counsel, Michael, was tell him the truth. We thought he was telling the truth. I still believe he may have been telling the truth. Okay, so look. They try to get Giuliani on these ridiculous gotcha questions. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because Giuliani stated, I don't know if he spoke to Cohen. At this point, Cohen was still a friend of Trump and wasn't implicated on crimes that have nothing to do with Russia hacking the DNC. Absolutely nothing to do with Russia hacking the DNC. Absolutely, positively nothing to do with Russia hacking the DNC. But what we do know is that all these people were indicted on crimes that have nothing to do with the allegations, and now they're trying to get Trump on obstruction of justice, which is hilarious. There is no obstruction of anything. It was an unlawful investigation specifically designed to frame and set up Trump, and the evidence shows that, and you even have people admitting that. Peter Strzok said, we'll stop Trump. They found nothing because there's nothing there, and every breakthrough and every amazing story that comes out is debunked. Absolutely debunked. And in this case, the Mueller probe debunked the story within 24 hours, and there's still CNN's like, well, they spoke. Yes, so what? How on earth does that prove anything? Why don't you connect? William Barr has to create a special counsel or start a special counsel or a new investigation or something. There needs to be some kind of reciprocal probe because Clinton actually did commit crimes. They did sell 20% of U.S. uranium capacity, and we have to find out. Obviously, money was an issue with the Clinton Foundation because not just that. Uranium One, Boeing, UBS, weapons deals, there's Haiti, there's like 10 or 12 major pay-to-play schemes. She used the private server to hide her pay-to-play schemes, obvious. And she obstructed justice, deleted emails without government oversight, destroyed evidence, everything, and they were okay with it. Strzok was okay with it. But oh my God, Trump told Cohen to lie. Oops, no he didn't. Hit subscribe right now. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so very, very much. Let's get this channel to 200,000 subscribers. Hit subscribe. Tell your friends about this channel and tell your friends about HA's Second Amendment. That is below. Thank you so very, very much.